Hey everyone, this is David with davidspassage.com coming to you with a review of the Kelty Redwing 50 multi-day pack. Just some specs on the bag. The bag is 24 inches tall, it's 15 inches wide, and it's 12 inches deep. It holds 3,000 cubic inches or 49 liters. I guess they just rounded it up to 50. It has a fixed suspension. It weighs 3 pounds 3 ounces or 1.4 kilograms. Its torso range is for those that are 14 and a half to 18 and a half inches, or 37 to 47 centimeters, and all these specs you can read right on their website. The waist belt range actually goes from 28 to 46 inches, which is really nice if you're a bigger person and you want kind of a smaller bag for just you're not doing any mountaineering or anything, you're just doing some short, that's 3-4 day hikes. The material of the bag is actually a 420D polyester bale shadow, just the material that it's made of. It also has some polyester Oxford, a 450D polyester Oxford reinforcement fabric. I purchased this pack a few months ago, and I've used it for a few things, and so I thought what I would do is do a little review and just give you a really up-close overview of the pack itself and some of the things that it can do. Alright, so first of all, just kind of starting from the back and working around the outside, it does have one aluminum stay that goes down through the center of the back, and that is removable. You can actually remove it from the inside. I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. It does have these sternum straps, which kind of lock in like that, and they are adjustable along these little rails here on both sides. So you can adjust where the sternum strap, goes across your sternum. It has these adjustable clips on the shoulders, just like any other pack would have. It has these waist straps that adjust toward most backpacking packs, I guess, have this, but I just appreciate this is the fact that I can pull, when I have this on me, I can pull it and cinch up my waist belt real easily. And that connects to an even thicker, waist strap that you can also pull relatively easily. Again, another clip here. These clips are surprisingly sturdy. When you initially look at them, they don't look like they have a lot of meat to them, but they're actually quite sturdy, and I've beat this thing up. I actually had one of my students use this pack for a week-long trip, and man, it helped up surprisingly well. One thing you can do if you don't need the waist strap for some reason, you can actually take it out, and to do that you can go in under here, actually behind the belt, and it's actually just velcroed in there. It's actually just velcroed in there, and you can actually just sort of peel that out and take the belt off entirely. In order to take the belt off, you do need to loosen up these straps, though, and take those out. Another thing that's really nice, and again, just kind of a standard thing on most backpacking packs, is it does have these adjustable shoulder straps in terms of, how tight the top of the bag seats against your back, and it's real easy to adjust. Even when you have the pack on, you can just reach up and grab these and pull them tight. Kind of looking along the side here, it does have these zipper pockets on both sides that open up and offer quite a bit of room. You can actually fit a large water bottle or whatever in there. But even behind those pockets is a pocket that you can reach down in, and then you have a mesh pocket with an elastic band upon it, and an elastic band on it, and this actually expands quite a bit. That's actually a really big mesh pocket, really handy pocket. Along the sides here, it also does have these places for the compression straps to strap up, and the compression straps right there. You can just sort of clip it in here and then compress it however you need to. What's kind of neat about these side pockets is, even though they are, they're closed by default, it does have a bit of Velcro here. I don't know if you can see this or not. There's a bit of Velcro right here that when I open that up, that pocket then opens up and becomes a through pocket. That is great for trekking poles, an axe, whatever. On the top, really nice sturdy handle. That's real nice. On the other side of the pack, again, you have the Redwing 50 logo. Same pocket with the zipper, and then also this pocket as well has a Velcro closure on the bottom, so you have the option of keeping this pocket closed or open. The other side also has another one of those mesh bags with a tag if you need to clip something else onto there with a carabiner. Along the bottom, what's really neat is it has all of these little loops. Okay, similar to like you would a lot of the tactical gear, military style gear that you have out there, and these are really handy for like tying on a bedroll or you know, putting a tent on the bottom if you need to just kind of lash it through those. It's really handy for that. On the outside here, it does have a few different pocket options. First of all, it has a nice sturdy handle. Love this handle. It feels really stout, you know, just a real stout handle. And then it also has two loops next to the handle where you can again clip something on there if you want. It has a zipper pocket right here, and this zipper pocket is just, you know, sort of a little accessory bag that can go on the outside. You can put things like your first aid kit or something, you know, things you need to get to, you might need to get to quickly. All right, on to the next front pocket. Love this thing. It's got so many pockets. One of the neat things I like about this pocket, it's got these aluminum pulls right here. These are in order to pull, you know, zipper pulls. Really easy to pull the zipper open. The zippers are really nice, good quality zippers. I really like that about Kelty. That pocket opens up to reveal just sort of an accessory pocket, really. And this pocket has all kinds of little places to tie stuff to. You've got clips there for maybe car keys. You've got a big pocket right there you can shove stuff down in. A little Velcro tab right there. Again, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets, and then you start having some of these little smaller pockets. Okay, like if you want to put, you know, wallet or whatever, and this would like a toothbrush pocket, just sort of a skinny pocket there, another pocket right there. On the flap itself, it has actually two kind of pockets, kind of, sort of, I don't know how to explain it other than this, but you've got a zipper pocket right here. That's just sort of a small pocket for accessories or for, you know, toiletries or whatever. But then underneath this, you also have a pocket, kind of like a map pocket would be. Finally, onto the big one. What I really like about this pack on the inside is that it has these really beefy zippers. I mean, they're not just your standard zipper. They're a big, tough, beefy zipper. And again, it has these aluminum pull tabs on these strings. Go ahead and pull it open. And there is your main compartment. 50 liters of a lot of space. And even in this compartment, you got a few more compartments. You have an elastic, you know, compartment right there. Inside of here is a sort of a hard plastic, I don't want to call it a stay, but it's just sort of a form in order to give it some rigidity. You have a clip here if you need to hook some keys to. Also a loop that you can hook stuff to. Another one of those hooks, you know, in case you have something else you want to hook. So you've got two of those. Then you have, if I flip this back a little bit, you have this little spot of Velcro. Okay, and this really, I think, is mostly to hold this plastic plate in here. But if I pull this open, okay, I can actually take this plastic thing out, you know, and you know, you could use it. You could just sit it down if you wanted to have a seat, something to sit on to get your, you know, butt off the dirty ground. You can actually take that out and sit down on it. It's meant for the form. You want to be careful not to jack it up too much, because that does offer some support for your back in here. But it's there. That's how you take that out. Finally, I showed you earlier this little aluminum stay. Okay, they call this their dynamic airflow system. Basically, what happens is the way the stay is formed, it keeps the pack off of your spinal column, and with all of this mesh in here and these little channels, what that allows more airflow to kind of come up behind your back. And what that is really nice for is keeping your back drier, I should say. If you're hiking and it gets hot, your back's going to get sweaty, but having a little bit of airflow in here and having, you know, just some added airflow, you know, along your back is going to help keep your back drier, I should say. But you can take this aluminum stay out, and how you do it is, again, you just go back to this main compartment where that black shield was at. You pull that up, and here's this little zipper tab, and you can go ahead and take that stay out. That's what it looks like. And now it's pretty much just a you know, loose bag. Why would I want to take the stay out? Well, the reason I bought this pack was because my wife and I went to Colorado to do some hiking, and I wanted a pack that I could use as a carry-on on an airplane. Now, if you look at the TSA regulations in terms, or if you look at your airline regulations in terms of a bona fide carry-on bag, you're going to notice that I think, at least with Delta, the max height is 22 inches, and you're saying, well, that's 24 inches, and it is 24 inches. Try it. Believe me, I've tried every which way to make this 22 inches, but by taking out this stay, I'm able to get it down to 22 inches. Now, in all honesty, one flight, I had to gate check it, but it was because there was too many, it was because the flight was full and too many people had their large carry-ons already in the storage bins. So even though it's 24 inches, I doubt you're going to get checked for it. Don't quote me on that or hold me to it. You know, I can't guarantee that, obviously, but I've been on 2 flights with this, and neither time did they question whether or not that was going to fit in the overhead compartment. So the reason why I bought it was because I wanted a pack that I could carry with me through the airport, but then also once I landed on the ground, I could take this with me on some day hikes, and it was marvelous for that very purpose. But if for some reason you are concerned about going over that 22 inches, you can actually take that stay out and you know, compress it down. So once you get the whole thing packed up the way you want, you do have a couple of compression straps here that are really, I think, designed quite well, because it really hugs the contents of the pack against your body and gets the weight distributed where it needs to go. And there's one right there for the top. And the one on the bottom I think I already showed you, but it just kind of goes on there like this. And you just pull it to cinch it. And as you can see, the way that these tabs are kind of sewn on, and what really does is it kind of hugs it up into your back so that the weight is put where it needs to be. The other feature I don't think I mentioned earlier is that it does have these little loops on both sides. Again, just an extra place to clip something. What I do is I stick my trekking poles in there and then compress them in like this. So if I'm not quite on the trail yet, I can keep my trekking poles shoved in there. I will say this. I had a student, a freshman in high school, use this and was able to use it for a week-long backpacking trip, and it served them well. And so I know that it's fully capable of a week-long trip. This wouldn't probably be my go-to bag for like wintertime, just because in wintertime, you know, I have more bulky clothes and things like that. But this is a perfect summer pack. Again, it's perfect for somebody. I'm 6'1". It's a little bit on the short side for me for long trips, but for day hikes, for 3-day hikes, no problem. That's the Kelty Redwing 50. Really, really, really great bag. I really like it for what it is useful for. So that is the Kelty Redwing 50, and just a great pack for a multi-day hike, you know, that sort of thing. If you would like to support me by purchasing one of these, you can follow my Amazon link in the description through my blog, and that helps support me in being able to purchase more gear and test it and put it online. But again, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all your likes, comments, and support. And be sure to hit that subscribe button for more videos, tips, and tricks, and things as I'm able to get out and do them. And we'll see you out in the woods. Take care.